Hi everyone, Sneemaster here with a review of the new RSI Aurora Mark II. CIG just released the Aurora Mark II with the release of patch 4.7 to live. The Mark II is a new ship based on the old Aurora Mark I, but with a ton of new RSI styles and features. The Mark II has a more streamlined look than the old Auroras, including wings that pop out, so the dimensions have changed. The new Aurora is much larger than the old one, with dimensions at 28 meters wide, 24.5 meters long, and 7.5 meters high. It's longer and taller than the Mark I model, and the wings extended make it much wider. The Mark II is still designed for a crew of one. There is the single pilot seat in the cockpit up front, but now with a very pointed nose, similar to the RSI Scorpius. The visibility is very good, with great views to the front, above, and below. You do have some visibility blocked on the sides, but it's not too bad. There are very small struts that don't block your view much as well. The new ship doesn't require the pilot to squeeze around the seat anymore. Instead, the seat turns around for the pilot to sit down, hopefully reducing some bugs people can get when moving around the ship in flight. The Mark II still has basic living quarters in the ship. There is the bed in the back, just like the Mark I Aurora, and it has windows on the sides you can look out of when laying down. There is also a display up top, plus light controls in that bed area, which is convenient because by default the ship often starts with blinking red lights, which is annoying. So I recommend resetting the internal lights to normal. In the cabin on the starboard side there is also a fire extinguisher, convenient if you get a fire. There are two small cubbies to put two 1/8 SCU boxes. There is a suit locker, which doesn't do much right now. On the other side there is a gun rack for various sizes of guns, although I found that the large tractor beam gun doesn't seem to fit there yet. Underneath the gun rack is the gear stowage for 1000K micro SU. That's pretty decent compared to many other small ships. The door to the ship is on the port side and opens up with a large staircase. It looks like it could be applied as an airlock, but we don't have docking ports on the ship yet. There is component access for the shields on the sides of the ship, while all the other component access is on the roof. You can grab the front windshield to climb up to the roof to get to them as well, which is great if you need to do maintenance or replacement. The Aurora Mark II comes with 2 SCU of container storage. There is 1 SCU cargo elevator on each side of the ship. You can actually get inside the little cargo elevators, and they have a button inside to lower the elevator in case you get stuck inside. So you could store 2 people there if you had to. They are too small for ground vehicles normally, but you might be able to fit a Mirai Pulse vertically in them using a tractor beam gun. The Mark II has 2 size 1 shields, civilian grade C. It also has higher hull and armor strength than most light fighters. There is a size 1 radar, civilian grade C, with aim assist up to 829 meters. It's a decent radar as far as ships go. The Mark II has 2 main thrusters and 14 maneuvering thrusters. There are also 4 VTOL thrusters on the lower wings to help takeoff and landing on places with gravity. The wings extend and retract when the landing gear is toggled, but you can also control them with the left Alt-K key. Just be careful not to lose the lower wings or you'll lose the VTOL thrusters. The Mark II has an SCM speed of up to 225 meters a second, boost speed up to 460 meters a second, and a nav speed of 1230 meters a second. The ship is fairly fast for a starter ship, but it is not as maneuverable as other small starters or light fighters due to the extra weight. The Aurora Mark II has a size 1 quantum drive, civilian grade C, with a max speed of 165 kilometers per second and a max range of 150 gigameters. Quantum speed is decent and the range is very good for such a small ship. There is also civilian grade A size 1 jump drive, which works well for traveling between systems. The Mark II has 10 SCU of hydrogen fuel and 1.5 SCU of quantum fuel. The hydrogen fuel capacity is sort of low, but the quantum fuel is pretty decent. For weaponry, the Mark II has 4 size 2 laser repeaters, located at the roots of the 4 wings. They work well against light fighters and small ships, but medium ships are pretty resistant against these guns. You may want to consider laser cannons or ballistic cannons against medium-sized targets, and the guns won't work well against large ships unless you attack in a swarm. Thankfully, the guns are not on the wings, so you won't lose them if the wings are destroyed. There are also 4 size 2 missile hardpoints, 1 on each wingtip, with dual size 1 launchers on each. You can swap them with single size 2 launchers instead, if you need to do a bit more damage. The Mark II can also take modules on the back of the ship to allow extra features. Currently there are 2 modules, the DM and TS modules. Both modules add extra weight to the ship, reducing its max speed and maneuverability. The DM module is a combat module that provides an extra size 1 shield, as well as 8 size 2 missiles. These are electromagnetic seekers. 4 missiles launch from the top and 4 from the bottom. These are custom launchers, so they can't be changed to any other size, but you can change the missiles themselves out. The TS module is a cargo module that can hold an extra 6 SCU of cargo in a cargo elevator. You can load 1 or 2 SU containers, but they have to lay flat. You can load the smallest hover bikes in the cargo module, but only the Mirai Pulse, Origin X1, or the Nox. You can also put chairs in the module, but they don't seem to stay put. Players can sit in them, plus there's a button on the inside to lower the cargo elevator in case you get stuck inside. The RSI Aurora Mark II is a bit more expensive than the Mark I. It runs for $45 for the base ship on the website, plus $10 for each module. There is a temporary sale on the ship if you buy it with cash that includes LTI and some paints. Owners of the Mark I models can CCU to the Mark II fairly cheaply, unless you have the CL model. That one might not allow a CCU since it's the same price as the Mark II. As of the time of this video, the Mark II is not available to buy in-game yet, but will probably be available in patch 4.8 or 4.9 to buy it. The default paint for the Mark II is blue and gray with a few yellow highlights. There are other paints available to buy though, such as the Sky Blue Caspian paint, Pine Green Medallion paint, Metallic Gray Obscurity paint, the Dark Gray Shade paint, the Gray, Blue, and Yellow Cloudbuster paint, which is only available for concierge members, and the Iridescent Purple and Green Shimmer Scale paint. This one is a limited time paint, so make sure to get it fast. I think CIG has done a great job with the Aurora Mark II. It's fast, it has plenty of interior space, lots of features, and the design looks great. The Mark II is a decent combat ship, and now it is modular, so you only have to buy the base ship and then the individual modules you want, instead of having to buy a different ship for each feature. In terms of combat, the Mark II is a little faster than the Mark I, with just slightly less maneuverability. The Mark II comes default with 4 guns, compared to some Mark I variants that only had 2. It also has more missile launchers than the Mark I, and even more with the combat module. It still has 2 shields, but the combat module adds a 3rd shield to make the Mark II pretty resistant in combat. There is a bug with the cockpit on the Mark II where the health is sorta weak. Hopefully CIG fixes it soon, but just be careful in combat when you get hit in the front. Base cargo is only 2 SU compared to 3 SU in the Mark I, but the Mark II does have 2 1/8 SU cubbies in it, which makes it useful for the small handheld delivery missions. In the Mark I, the boxes would just roll around on the inside. The cargo storage on the Mark II is easier to access on the side elevators compared to the Mark I, where you had to carefully load cargo under the ship, and sometimes it wouldn't even fit right. The added cargo module helps a lot with loading cargo as well, and gives you enough storage for small hauling jobs that normally require 6 SU of storage. The Mark II also has more fuel capacity than any other small ship or light fighter, except maybe the Gatag Sealant, so you can easily travel long distances before needing to refuel. The cargo storage on the Mark II also allows unconventional things like carrying people in them or small hover bikes. The ship is larger than the old Aurora, so it won't fit in extra small hangars or cargo bays. You'll need a larger hangar bay that fits small ships if you want to carry it. You might still be able to fit it in the cargo bay of a Hercules ship, and it will certainly fit in the hangar of a Polaris, Idris, Carrack, or 890 Jump. There's also no bathroom on the Mark II. Star Citizen doesn't use them right now, but in the future there's a possibility that players will have to stop at cities or stations periodically to clean up. Finally, remember there are missile racks and VTOL engines on the wings, so be careful not to get the wings damaged, otherwise you will lose your missiles and possibly fly out of control. Beyond that, the Aurora Mark II is a great all-around ship. Good for combat, cargo, or just flying around. You can use it for passengers unofficially, but it works. And you can explore locations with all the cargo and gear storage it has. The design of the Mark II is very attractive, and this ship will certainly lure many players to buy it, just from the looks alone. Alright, so that's it for the RSI Aurora Mark II review. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can use my referral code if you decide to jump into Star Citizen, and you'll get 5,000 extra in-game credits. And you save more if you get one of the starter packs on sale. Here's a big thank you to my current patrons, Alana, Brandon, Vash Wildheart, and Asa Gede. Please check out my Patreon membership to help me make more videos. All patrons and members will have their names listed on the end of my videos and get access to my Discord channel. Patrons can join my Discord and request particular videos for me to make, so feel free to sign up and let me know what you'd like to see next. Okay, catch you all next time.